Somebody said that most times the reason why we are always jealous or feeling, angry or bitter about some things is because we are not fulfilling purpose. Okay, you see someone else that is doing good, someone else is achieving and getting results, and you're like, I beg you. It's because you too, you're not fulfilling purpose. You notice that if you yourself, if you are fulfilling your own purpose, if you are focused on that which God has called you to be, there will be no reason for like, what does she even have? She's over sabish. I mean, I want too much. So you want to work on that environment. So if you've been in that kind of environment the previous year, you want to make sure that it does not repeat itself this year. Hi everyone, you're welcome to the year 2025. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. You're welcome to the year 2025. Quickly, I want to say something. As we begin the new year, I'm very sure that we have all made what we call New Year resolutions, plans for the new year, and so on and so forth. But there's something I want to talk about. There's this factor that can limit your achievements this new year. Those resolutions, those plans that you've made for the new year, there's this factor that can limit it. And what's that? Your environment. Your environment. Very, very important. Okay, let's look at this illustration right now. Child A and child B, and they both live in a different environment. Child A is exposed to a toxic environment, a dysfunctional home where the parents are always quarreling and fighting. The mother communicates to her children in a harsh tone. She's always shouting, screaming when she wants to communicate to the child. And child B, that came from a very calm, good environment, where the mother communicates to the children effectively, but then in a very clear, calm way. And so you see, there's a big difference between child A and child B. Now, as adults, as young adults, even as teenagers, we need to be conscious and careful of the environment that we subject ourselves to this period. Your environment can be a limiting factor to your achievements, so you want to be careful about your environment. What environment were you exposed to last year? So we're an environment where they're always, talking about people, gossiping, backbiting, always negative about life. They're always pessimistic about life and everything. Before you know it, you yourself begin to behave that way. So the environment you subject yourself to this year really, really matters. So as you begin the new year, you need to be conscious. You need to be careful of the environment you subject yourself to. You may want to change your environment. So one factor that would aid, that will help in actualizing your vision, the resolutions you have for the year, is your environment. Work on your environment. Work on your circle. You want to look out, what are this circle I have, the circle of friends I have, are they contributing to my growth? You want to work on, you want to look into that area and make adjustments. The discussions I have with certain persons, these discussions, are they adding to my life or subtracting from my life? You want to look into that and do something to it. Just look at your environment. What are those things that you felt, not like you felt, you actually know that these things are limiting factors to your success. You want to look into these things and work on them. It can be a particular friend that whenever you're around this particular friend, the person is always pessimistic about life. Yeah, I understand the fact that as human beings, we have so many issues and so on, but some persons allow this thing to overwhelm them. And whenever you're around them, they don't talk about the goodness of life. They don't talk about, they're just about pessimistic. They're always like, you know what I'm talking about. You won't, because if you subject yourself to that circle, before you know it, it's affecting you and it will limit your success, because you will not be seeing outside the box. You will not be seeing like a different view of life. You will not be seeing that there is more to life than you imagine it to be. So you want to work on that level. You want to mingle with people who are optimistic. I'm not saying that people cannot share their burdens with you, but what I'm saying is there are some environments you subject yourself to that will affect you mentally, to affect you. You'll just be so bittered, angered, and so on. So work on your environment. And if you are that person that is always angry about life and so on, maybe due to experiences from childhood, experiences or whatever, you want to work on that. Don't allow your past or whatever that you're currently going through to affect your success this year, to affect the achievement that you will achieve this year. Because if you ask yourself, these characters, I portrayed them last year and it added no value, there was no value, there was no growth at all, you want to work on those things. It's necessary that you work on these characters, you work on those things, and Lord will help us. So the bottom line is, as you begin the new year, work on your environment. Be careful, and make sure that you don't allow, they say, is it bad vibes or bad energies? You get what I mean? Don't allow anything limit your success. Okay, mingle with people that have positive minds. I'm not saying that we cannot share our thoughts or our pains together or whatever, but you're not sharing thoughts or pain to make it look like you hold hands together, you pray together. That's a healthy community. So this new year, you should be focused on building a healthy community. You yourself, make sure that you are that healthy, is it healthy community or healthy environment, if the English is correct. You get my point. We don't want like, God, I'm just tired of this life. And before you do it, like, you get my point. Or then you're just bitter, angry, and this girl says, what does she even have? This boy. Like, if you are in that kind of environment, it will affect you. I was in a seminar session sometime, and somebody said that most times the reason why we are always jealous or feeling, angry or bitter about some things is because we are not fulfilling purpose. Okay, you see someone else that is doing good, someone else is achieving and getting results, and you're like, I beg you. It's because you're not fulfilling purpose. You notice that if you yourself, if you are fulfilling your own purpose, if you are focused on that which God has called you to be, there will be no reason for like, what does she even have? She's over sabish. I mean, I want is too much. So you want to work on that environment. So if you've been in that kind of environment the previous year, you want to make sure that it does not repeat itself this year. And Lord, bless us in Jesus' name. Also, what about the friends you keep in your circle? The kind of friends you keep in your circle also determines your success, your victories. If you have the kind of, if you've been in an environment whereby probably you are the only one that is successful and so on, and then you always want to share your success story with people, and then you tell them and then they just pretend as if they are happy with you. They go behind your back, they backbite. They are not. You want to be in an environment where everyone is looking out for each other's success. That's an environment you should subject yourself to this year, where everyone is looking out for each other's successes. Nobody is envious of the other or backbiting against the other at the back. So work on your environment. As a believer, you want to be in an environment or a community of Christian believers with same faiths, people that you can hold hands to when you are down. If you notice, probably at the previous year, when you were down, you had no one to talk to, you would just stay all by yourself, cry and so on. You want to build a community of people that you can be vulnerable to, not some persons that you will share your stories with and then they will go behind your back, backbite, laugh at you. But you want to build community that you can hold hands with, pray together, and believe in faith that this would work out, good, and the results will be positive. You want to build that environment. That's what I'm trying to say here, because the environment you subject yourself to really, really matters. Very, very important. If it's just 1 or 2 or 3 persons in that circle, that's fine. You don't need to have a million or billions or thousands or hundreds of friends that are not really worth it. I mean, they're not giving you the vibe that you give them. What I mean is that you are this person that seeks for the interest of others. You always want the good for others. Well, you are in an environment where nobody cares, and it's the opposite, right? So please, you want to work on the environment. Check your environment. What environment have you subjected yourself to? You want to work on that, and I believe I should do the Lord to bless us in Jesus' name. Also, you may also want to pray to God to bring the right persons across your path. Yeah, prayer is one thing that should not be looked, just overlooked. I mean, I'll visualize right now. So you want to pray to God to bring the right persons across your path. That's also very important, right? If you're trying your own human power, like trying to be friends with people, and you keep meeting the opposite of the opposite, you want to pray that the Lord will bring the right persons across your path, and the Lord will bless us in Jesus' name. Thank you for watching this video. God bless you. Were you inspired by this video? Kindly drop a comment in the comment section so as to encourage us, or encourage me rather. Thank you so much. Bye.